Hi there. This is Debbie Nicholson coming to you. I'm the Director of Community Outreach with BeatCancer, and I'm doing a podcast today with one of our fabulous coaches who really gets it and provides amazing services. Her name's Linda Jensen. She's one of our certified holistic cancer coaches. She's a cancer educator and a healing arts practitioner. And she's also a Jin Shin Jyutsu practitioner, among other things. So she understands energy medicine and healing in all different ways, from food to that mind-body spirit connection. So this is a wealth of knowledge and a wonderful resource, and we're thrilled to have her as one of our coaches, and she's going to tell us some neat stuff. So welcome, Linda.
Hi, Deborah. Thank you so much for having me.
How are you today?
Thrilled.
I'm a beautiful plant behind you and your beautiful little dog, Leo, with you.
Yeah.
He wants to know what's going on.
He wants to know if he likes to be a pie.
Yeah, and animals are very healing too.
Absolutely. Yeah, they are a good little, he's a good little companion and security.
Absolutely.
But more.
Tell us, we want to get to know you a little bit. I know your husband had cancer, and that's kind of how you started on this journey.
Yeah, more so that when I was 24 and he was 33, was diagnosed with a synovial sarcoma. So that was very rare. The doctors said it's your arm or your life. And he went to Sloan Kettering, and they took his left arm, and then it went to the lung. I felt within 11 months of marriage, he had passed.
I'm so sorry. How tragic.
Yeah, he was the love of my life. And through that, and that was at a time there were forget about health food stores or any options.
Right.
Any alternative way. We did find a doctor who did vitamin C and Laetrile. We did that for a little bit, but it was really too late. He did hypothermia treatments at the very first Center for Advancement Cancer Treatment Centers of America, and in Zion, Illinois. So through that, I wanted to take care of him naturally, and found a nutrition book and started on my journey with him and my so-called hobby. But he had passed. I remarried. That went by the back burner, any of the good, healthy stuff, had 3 children. Then divorced as a single mom. I was divorced in 2000. In 2004, was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. 16 out of 18 lymph nodes were taken, and they thought I would have a recurrence within 5 years and possibly a lifespan of 9. It's now 15 years. So I've watched my 3 children grow up, and there was a lot of stress. So I think that had a lot to do with the ongoing and the onset of the cancer, because there was nothing in my family tree. I was so grateful and lucky to have found Dr. Susan. She was my lifeline. She really was. Back in about 2007, I want to say. And through her books and her website, her teachings, I found I wanted to take one of her classes, and realized with this toolbox of information that I had, and I was sharing with others, that others had said to me they would like for me to share it, and I had so much information, why not go out there? But I was shy about, I just wanted to help people. So I went to nonprofit organizations, knowing that a lot of people can't afford to pay $250 an hour for a nutritionist. And I did a lot of nonprofit work, and since probably 2010, have counseled over 600, 800 people.
Wow, that's incredible. And you had a lot in common with our founder, Susan Silberstein, because her husband had a rare cancer.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So I will always be grateful to her and her teachings and what she's brought to the cancer community itself.
Yeah, we're so happy we could bring the course, the Certified Holistic Cancer Coaching course, to everyone, because it's 40 plus years of experience in counseling so thousands and thousands of people, and you start to learn what works.
Exactly.
You know, and then that was her legacy, to pass that on so other people could then carry that mission on. So we're so grateful that you found her and that you found the course helpful in your journey.
Yeah, she led me onto the path of not only wanting to help others, but realizing that you could have your nutrition and do the right things and feed your body, and food is medicine, but then life hits you, and stress, and just so much that goes on that our cells, as energy, our cells react to and put us in a bad spot. And that's why I had started to learn more about Jin Shin Jyutsu, healing energy medicines, herbs, crystals, sound healing. I've gone on to that path rather than saying, well, I'll go for see the doctor in, another year. And then I find other doctors that actually do alternative. I'm following a Dr. Mary, and physically following, not online, who does a cellular type of sonogram that will show you way before anything's happening. And I went to her back in December, and I'm going to her in April in North Carolina. She's teaching 18 doctors nationwide to how to do this type of sonogram at a cellular level. And she found some stuff which I didn't, Hashimoto's, Baker cyst. I said, why can't I feel anything? And she said, it hasn't evolved. It hasn't come up yet. But as far as cancer, I'm clear.
That's wonderful.
So I know what to do as a preventative. And she found my gallbladder was twisted. So I'm taking precaution and taking care of that naturally. So that's why I want to see her in April, to make sure I'm not twisted anymore, because we like to save organs. There's a doctor in Aruba that I found doing vitamin C infusions, different ozone. I have doctors up here that do ozone and oxygen therapy. So I basically find people that will treat cancer in different ways, or any type of maladies in different ways, as an alternative for people to take part in that. And I pass it along. So I'm like a little guinea pig that goes around trying to find out what works.
Well, you found what works. And I've had Jin Shin Jyutsu many times. And it is amazing, the healing that you feel. It's just incredible.
I'm fortunate enough to be in an area where there are practitioners and study programs once a month in Red Bank. So I have everyone available to me, which is nice. And if I need to travel to help somebody, I will. I'm pretty mobile. I find that if I have an office, I keep my overhead low. I'd rather go to see someone and have a cup of tea. Even at the hospitals, I'm a mobile office, essentially, because then I could offer my services at a very low cost, because I do know what it's like not being able to afford what you need to be well.
Right.
I knew I needed to be here for my kids and my family. And that's why I found these ways of energy healing and different types of alternative therapies. So because it depends on the insurance. Insurance has denied me for several, and I don't want to bring any more radiation into my body.
Right.
So I take the path less traveled, and found that it's been a very good path.
I love your website.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
It's Kitchen Chemotherapy.
KitchenChemotherapy.com or kitchenchemo.com. And I also, that was right after I believe I wrote Survolve. I never liked the word survivor because I believe we survive, but yet we evolve. And that's where that came from.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's my my story.
So Survolve, small changes, big results. I think that's really neat. That's on Amazon?
That's on Amazon, Kindle. I also have worked with the cancer support community out of Monmouth Medical, and I'm in the process of visiting some of their clientele / patients to get their stories and what they're doing, and offering them some therapy and some advice to where they can take part in alternative methods.
Unbelievable.
So I followed a pH balanced diet that Dr. Susan's always suggested. Dr. Jensen, no relation, Dr. Bernard Jensen was the father of iridology and worked along with Dr. Racine back in the 1940s and developed the pH balance, not developed, but brought it to light. So following a good diet, good energy, positive attitude, and really helping people along to, I just think that's key, because if I'm helping others, I feel that I feel good about it, and it helps me too.
Oh, absolutely. It really does bring a lot of joy to help others.
Yeah.
I love some of the recipes on your site also.
Oh, thank you.
What was it? Get out of bed smoothie, or get up and go? And
get up and go.
Get up and go.
What I found is a lot of people they'll have a chart in front of them and not know what to do with it. So I try to do a little hand holding, and with Dr. Susan's meal plan and she had a great meal plan calendar, so to speak, and to fill that out and replace, eliminate, and look at foods that you're eating and just replace them and eliminate others. And there's just so much available to us now. Even the last 5 years, I'm noticing what's available. But read the labels carefully, because you don't want, there's too many people jumping on the bandwagon.
Right.
So be very proactive and read your labels and know what's good, what's not. Stay away from the fad diets. So what I did was I started to write down everything that I ate. And by doing that, I created a journal and a meal plan. And I looked over everything and said, okay, let me see if I could put it together. And some of those recipes are in the book. I'll probably be doing a second one, because since that's been written in 2012, 2013, a lot's come along. And different.
Yeah, we hope you do write that book. Absolutely.
Yeah. I gotta get started on it. I've had, just very busy in the last year and a half personally with, life, and I'm getting back into the swing of things, as it were, of doing more, being proactive with others and helping along the cancer. The cancer, helping others with their cancer path.
Well, you're just amazing. You're addressing every aspect of healing, and even going a step further and referring out and seeing what works for you, and you really get it.
Yeah, and I just, this, every time I hear someone being affected, it hurts me to the core. It really does. This is just a disease that I think sometimes when people hear about it, almost think they're dealing with the flu, because it is so common. If you get they'll say, oh, well, I'm just going to eat this. They don't get it. They really don't. They think that if they replace or, have a bowl of oatmeal in the morning, they're doing okay.
Right. It's really that whole mind, body, and spirit, and that whole connection has to really be working optimally to be in healing. And when you're not familiar with how to do that, you really do need a coach and some tools and someone to follow you and that kind of support, because that's a big lifestyle change.
It's an overwhelming, just to get the diagnosis is overwhelming.
Right.
And you don't know where to go. You're bouncing off walls. You don't know what to, especially, having a family, or you don't know what to do next. And the fact that we can bridge the gap between the medical community and alternative and find out the options and what's available is tremendous. We just need to take the first step and know how to do it. And with coaches, you need a coach. You need someone that's, knows, has either been there or knows what to do and help you along. Because it's not an easy job. There's too much out on the internet. You don't know what to trust, what information. I just received something this morning from the National Center for Integrative Health about how to look out for websites and apps that might have information that it's just too general. It's not a one-size-fits-all. And I do believe that everyone metabolizes differently, deals with stress differently. So that's why I like to customize it a bit. And
don't we all hold stress in our bodies in different places?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I find that.
Yeah.
Some people are more in their digestive tract, while other people, maybe it's, will get a neck problem or.
Right, in their head, or, yeah, definitely.
Right.
And they will hold it, and that's why the energy therapies are so important, and meditation, anything that can take your mind off of that problem or to get it out, any type of, even something as simple as writing something down and burning it, a ritual, so to speak.
Right.
That will make you feel better and say, okay, that's gone. And we let it go and go on to the next thing. I think
a gratitude journal is great too, to then replace it with focusing on things you're grateful for and positive things.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I have found that being grateful, and also my little mantra when when I first found out I was diagnosed was, someone has it worse. There's always one worse. And realizing that, I felt, okay, I could get on to the next day. I could do this. And there is someone that might have it worse. And let me be thankful for what I do have. And right. and that's what made it easier for me. And to go on and learn more about what's out there that would help, and not wait for the next doctor appointment.
That's amazing. Well, you're a wealth of information, and we're so happy that you're with us with Beat Cancer and helping with our mission, because you're just a great resource for people, and I'm grateful that I could introduce you to everyone. And you're in New Jersey.
I'm in Central Jersey.
By the shore, right?
Right, I'm beachfront, right by the shore.
Oh, that makes me want to take a vacation.
Yeah, not too far away from Asbury Park.
That's really nice. And tell us your website again.
kitchenchemotherapy.com or kitchen chemo.
And she explains her services, which are really great, and our recipes and a lot of different things. Her website's really, really great. So I hope you all go check it out. And then she will be on our website, BeatCancer.Org. You can go under Find a Coach, and you can find her profile. And then this podcast will also be there if you want to review that. So thank you so much, Linda. It's been great having you with us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Have a great day.
You too.